This is Yo-yos and Wackos, and we're gonna do. This is a gaming podcast, correct?
Yeah.
And
Gaming and cinema and anything cool, I guess.
Anything
Comedy.
nerdy, really.
Yeah,
Like,
basically.
I'm Coleman.
I'm Grant.
I'm Blake.
I'm Levis or Levi.
Okay.
People call me Levis. All right, let's go.
So our first topic, I'm gonna let Levi take this one away because he's the Thanos connoisseur, as it were.
Thanos connoisseur, anything Marvel really.
Spider-Man.
I still need a note. I still need a sheet of notes though. All right, so
You got.
yeah, our
He's
first
got
topic's.
Oh, you got.
Yeah, of course I got notes. I don't have a laptop.
You wrote it down?
Yes, I wrote it down. You told me to, man.
You probably should shut
All
the
right.
door. Go shut the door.
Yeah,
Well,
go
we
shut
already
the door.
started.
So what?
Go
You
shut
can
the
get
door.
up in a podcast, get up, shut the door.
Alright.
Alright, yeah, our first topic is over Thanos' name. It's his real name. Thanos' birth name was actually going to be Dion or Dion. It's not clear how it's going to be said yet in the movie, which I think it's going to be included in Avengers 3, but I'm not for sure. Grant.
Grant is currently crawling on the floor to avoid being in the camera.
Alright, don't step
I didn't
over all the
I
wires.
didn't want to interrupt Levi.
You're good.
Yeah, I'll take
Alright, yeah, Thanos' birth name. Dion actually translates to goddess in Greek, and this was going to be his name at birth, but it wasn't because his mother died. Like while she was giving birth. That must have sucked. But yeah, initially Thanos actually resembled the character Metron, which is from DC. But after some recommendation, Jim Starlin actually beefed up Thanos' character, and they made him look a lot more like Darkseid. That's why he looks and kind of is like Darkseid from DC.
I'm good. This is Thanos, right?
Yeah, it's Thanos.
Yes, of course that's Thanos. Yeah.
Come on, Coleman.
Fake Thanos.
I mean,
So-
he's got the Infinity Glove on. That should be a dead
It's
giveaway.
called the
Oh, I
Infinity
couldn't see
Gauntlet.
Yeah, Grant. Fake fan.
Fake fan, not real.
So, yeah, it's just like a little, I guess, a fun fact. I don't really have anything to do.
Just a fact. It's
That's why I didn't want to talk about it.
like we said, it's just gonna be in Avengers maybe. So what now? Just
Next thing we have for discussion is the Black Panther movie that's coming up. Levi thinks that the Soul Stone is actually in Wakanda.
absolutely. There's no reason for them not to put the Soul Stone in Wakanda, for the fact that like they already, a lot of people thought it was gonna be in Thor Ragnarok, including me and Blake. But it was never in there. Hela didn't have it, Heimdall didn't have it, nobody did. The only real logical way for them to put it in there before Infinity War would be in Wakanda.
Well, because that's the next movie that's coming out before then, and that's the only Soul Stone
Yeah,
that we haven't seen.
right. And it could show up in Infinity War, but the way Marvel is and Feige is with all of this stuff, I assume that they're probably going to want to build it up more so than just have it in there in Infinity War. So that's my view on that. What do you guys have to discuss?
Black Panther.
Well, yeah, what about Black
Oh, the movie comes out February 16th.
Yeah, we're
That's
all,
like pretty soon,
we're
right?
all hyped. I know. We should go all see it together. Like
Yeah, I'm not like super excited for it.
Oh,
Really.
man, you were-
Black Panther's kind of cool, but
I just don't think he's needed.
I just think it's like because of the hype. of
Ant-Man
Infinity
wasn't
War.
needed either, though.
But Ant-Man is
Ant-Man-
actually interesting, I think.
So will Black Panther will be interesting.
Black Panther
too.
is interesting, like the idea of.
You
But
just need to watch the movie,
what's his power?
though. What's his power? He's
yes,
just really strong.
He's basically Wolverine.
I mean, what's
Except his
Iron
entire
Man's
body
power?
works.
He's like
I
Wolverine
mean,
and Batman if they had a kid.
Iron Man just started
But
out
they're
with
both
a-
white.
They're both what?
They're both white. He's like Nigerian, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways,
Their ethnicity doesn't matter, Coleman. It's just
Wakandian?
yeah.
Wakandan.
Wakandan.
Straight out of Wakanda.
Yes.
So
Shut that head up, man. I swear.
You said Ugandan.
I will kill you.
That's
I
the
will
key
reach
word.
across the table. Do you have something to add, sir?
What do you think about Black Panther, Grant?
I think it's gonna be pretty cool. I like his the theory of his character, and I feel like it's gonna turn out good after the movie, even if it doesn't seem like it before.
Now there's it's almost gotten to the point now, since Marvel has spawned into this huge thing that it is. It's like, who doesn't go watch Marvel movies now when they're coming out? There's like a new one coming out. You're like, oh, I'm not going to go see the new Marvel movie. Oh, you're like the minority now because they're such a big franchise.
You can't talk to us. You don't have to talk straight to the camera the whole time. You know that, right?
I understand
He's
that.
alternating.
Okay.
But like honestly, as far as like Marvel movies are concerned, I have no doubt that it's gonna be good because
Yeah.
Marvel,
Yeah, it's gonna be
Marvel
good.
knocks it out of the park like
Every time.
There has not been a single bad MCU movie that I know of.
I wouldn't say.
Except for the first 2 Thor movies, did not like those.
The first Thor movie was alright. That the ratings were pretty good. The ratings are actually really good on Thor: The Dark World too, but it was just a stupid movie. I mean, the ratings were good on The Last Jedi too.
I don't think I saw
I
the
like The
Thor
Last
movie.
Jedi.
I like The Last Jedi too, but there's a
apparently-
couple people that disagree with that.
We'll save that for
A
later.
couple.
Yeah.
A lot more than a
Most-
couple.
Just a couple.
We'll
It's
save
about half and half.
We'll save that for the recently watched
Yeah.
portion. So unless anybody else has anything else to add to that, we can just move on to the next topic.
They're all Marvel. I guess we're doing Marvel
We have
first.
we have a few Marvel and then
I see. Okay.
So next up we have apparently
This is not confirmed. This
It's
is
rumor.
speculation. It's not even really like speculation. It's more so kind of an idea. Somebody tweeted at Mark Hamill, "Would you like to play Dr. Octopus in the MCU?" So like Doc Ock and the Tom Holland Spider-Man would be going at it, and you know Mark Hamill would be Dr. Octopus. And so Mark Hamill liked the comment.
Here's
So
the thing, the tweet.
is that it?
Or that's the tweet at Mark Hamill, I think.
Oh yeah. The
I
more I
find
think
less
about
than-
it, the more I like the idea of Mark Hamill playing Doc Ock in the MCU.
But we don't even know
And then
if
he
Doc
likes
Ock
that.
is going to be the villain in Spider-Man Homecoming 2 yet, right?
Yeah, he may not be, but that doesn't mean that they can't put him in at some point
Yeah.
in the future, right?
Mhm.
So, like I said, it's more so an idea. Hamill just liked the post, so he really just wants to go, I think, where his fans want him to go. I don't think he has a problem doing anything as long as he pleases his fans, which is
and
really good. What do you guys think of like the idea of a Mark Hamill Doc Ock?
well, it's not even that bizarre of a concept in playing a villain because for those of you that don't know, he actually voiced the Joker.
The Joker in
Oh,
the
yeah,
in the
he
new
voiced
Batman
that.
series.
Yeah.
He voiced the Joker. He's played a lot of characters in a lot of animated series.
Didn't he play a
That's-
girl in one role? in the
He
movie?
probably did. He's
I
Mark
look it up
Hamill.
real quick.
And that's like one of the roles that you can just like. There are some roles that you think about an actor and you like Tony or Robert Downey Jr. and Tony Stark. It
Or
just works.
Benedict Cumberbatch and Doctor Strange.
Yes.
It just completely works. And I feel like Mark Hamill could pull off an amazing Doctor Octopus if he just like, went for it.
He'd have to shave his beard.
Yeah.
He would, but that's not something he can't do.
He did it for Star Wars.
Oh yeah, but
When he grew up back for Star Wars.
True.
yeah. What I think that he could be like a great successor to Alfred Molina, which was who
The first
played-
one.
Yeah, Doctor Octopus.
And he looked a lot like the comic book version too.
Oh yeah. So
I don't know
but
how
so
they're gonna
Mark-
make.
No, well, Mark
Are they
Hamill.
gonna?
Keep in mind that Doctor Octopus has several different versions of himself
Yeah.
they just look different. So I mean, they could even go for like the long hair gross style thing that they had in that Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon on Disney.
Oh.
I hated that version, but like they could go for it if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They could they could do anything really with CGI and makeup.
They could. They could.
As long as it doesn't end up like Batman or Superman on the Justice League CGI.
Oh dear, the CGI the
Everyone can end up
Take the
CGI
mustache
the
off.
mustache.
Yeah, I don't care if Superman has a mustache. I think it would be fine if he had one.
I don't know why.
What the heck is
Henry
sushi,
Cavill's-
bro?
Yeah, he should just shave it. He needed it for that other show that nobody cares about.
People tend to
maybe I
not
shouldn't
like
say
movies
that.
with too much CGI in them. Though.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah.
not
But
at
that's
all.
why people hated the first 3 Star Wars because
They
they
just
they were
overdid it.
like-
Oh yeah, they overdid
were
it.
they weren't like the
You can-
other Star Wars movies where it was mostly models and then some CGI. They were mostly CGI.
Yeah,
and
people
some
were
models.
used to that,
And
and
then-
that's not bad.
And then George Lucas went back and CGI'd the originals with
Mhm.
the re-release. And
Yeah, that's not.
Well, that was pretty good though. They just made a few minor changes. Well, they changed the whole controversy of who shot first.
Yeah.
They made
They filled in the gaps.
Rito shot first
hmm
instead of.
You should use CGI to fill in the gaps, but not to make the story.
Yeah.
That's true, but I argue for CGI. I do like CGI, but if it's overused, it's just something that you can always tell. Oh, that's not actually there.
Mhm.
Now, Tarkin in Rogue One, he was actually there. And like Leia in Rogue One, she was actually there. But that's because they were like, motion captured. And
Yes.
Fun fact about Tarkin.
Yes.
You know he had like a foot thing, and he couldn't wear like actual shoes.
Yeah.
So he wore
Oh, yeah.
slippers, and so they only filmed him for the the
Yeah,
waist
that's
up.
why you never see Tarkin in like his full body because I think he.
What was wrong with his feet? I don't
He,
know.
no, the shoes that
No,
he had to wear
yeah.
were uncomfortable.
Yeah, he was just uncomfortable in the shoes, so he was just all like, "Can I please wear?" Yeah, Peter Cavill. What's wrong with Mr. Cameron?
Which Mr. Camera?
That one.
What Mr. Camera?
Says it's been stopped manually.
Oh, how long has that been like that?
Not very long. I keep looking back at the camera.
Oh, that's good. We still going?
This is the point where we cut to the other footage.
It's right
You
here.
want us to keep going?
You're still going?
Yeah, you can. I mean, you
Well,
still have footage.
While we're getting
Okay.
the other camera fixed, this is why we have this
Technical
one right here.
difficulties.
Oh wait, this isn't right because the microphone on this is going to be completely different. And
Is
I-
there even a
we can
mic
use-
on that one?
Oh, well, yeah, we can use. Well, it has a mic on it, yeah.
Is
it
it
has a
working?
mic on it, but
I'm not sure how good the mic is.
yeah, the mic you can hear, you can still hear.
Or we
Alright.
just cut back to that audio.
Yeah, we'll just cut back to it. This should be like a minor thing that we just need to fix. Our camera cut out for some reason; it stopped working. We have a really ghetto setup now that I think about it.
But we look good. That's the
It
main
looks
part.
good.
We look good.
It looks good. Everything. I
Especially
think
for
looks-
like the first attempt.
Oh yeah, the first attempt is great. We still need a tablecloth. We still need a microphone here in the middle, and we still need.
We need our producer because he's currently grounded.
Yeah.
Right?
This is the
back-
bad thing
we're
about
back.
having kids, guys.
We're back with the OG camera.
Hey, we're back on.
Alright.
Okay, now I'm gonna fix this. You guys like talk about another topic real quick.
Okay.
and I'm gonna
What are you
make sure
fixing?
this
There's
is-
not. Is there...
I'm gonna make sure the lighting and everything is fine.
Alright, so
It looks-
hey,
well,
We're different.
I'll figure it out, guys.
We got
Just go ahead.
We got Shirley.
yeah.
Oh, on that.
So okay, next topic. I'm gonna let Coleman take this one.
Oh, Bill Weasley, Hux, and the character he plays on Peter Rabbit, which hasn't came out yet. That's all played by the same person. Like, this is mind blowing. Like, I went and saw Jumanji last night again, and they played the preview for Peter Rabbit, which is like based on like a childhood storybook. And I didn't know you played the same person. I didn't know you played Bill Weasley, and I didn't know he played Hux.
This
I just
camera.
didn't really recognize it.
Screen.
Huh?
And
Oh.
flip the screen on.
Ah,
I thought it was kind of mind blowing. I didn't know y'all knew that or not, and just fun fact.
3 different characters.
Is he plays? Oh, I'm spitting everywhere. He plays 3 different characters.
Okay.
Because he played Bill Weasley, he played Hux, and he played Peter Rabbit. I didn't even know that.
I was very surprised by Bill Weasley. Like, now that I think about it,
It looks exact.
that can't
Yeah.
be Don Paul Gleason. It can't.
Can we put a picture up there? Can you?
Yes, I can put a picture of it. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. So
yeah, I watched
I don't-
it the other night. It looks like an older version.
You watched Harry Potter?
I was watching Harry Potter last night.
I'll be honest with you
I'm
guys.
just thinking about Bill Weasley. Like, it's Ron's dad, right?
Ron's brother.
Brother.
Oh, it's Ron's
Yeah.
brother.
Oh, fake fan.
Okay. What's
It's his
Arthur?
brother.
Arthur's his dad.
Arthur's.
Okay, I can't. That's what I was thinking. I thought Arthur was much older. I can't.
No, he
even
was one of
remember.
the. This was one of the twins.
It's been.
No, it wasn't.
Fred and George are the twins.
Bill and Charlie.
Oh, the older.
Okay.
older
Listen,
one.
listen. Bill, Charlie, Percy, Fred and George,
Yeah, Fred and George. Okay.
Ron, Ginny,
I will plead complete ignorance to this. I have no idea what
Molly?
you guys are talking about.
Okay.
Harry Potter, stupid.
I don't know
Okay,
Harry
that's
Potter.
that's Don Paul Gleason. I haven't seen these movies in a couple of years, so I couldn't really remember.
When is Bill mentioned?
In the books all the time.
He comes
Oh,
up.
he comes in the
that's
fourth one
the
too
guy.
because he's
Right.
the dragon guy.
Yeah. He's the guy who raised the dragons. And
Wait,
he must.
Bill?
Yeah.
That was Bill? I
Yeah,
thought it was
because
the
he got-
other one.
Because he
He's
got the
Yeah,
scar.
he's got the really big scar on his face. But
Charlie's the one that works at Gringotts.
Yeah, okay, I had those two mixed.
Works in Egypt or whatever.
Yeah.
Why did I still have this Coleman?
Bill is in Romania.
Okay.
Dude,
I wanted
what
dog
the
hair.
heck?
I wanted dog hair on my comb. Levi, didn't you know that?
Yeah, dude. That's
So
great. That sounds great.
Yeah, fun fact.
Anything else?
That's all I got for that.
Okay, okay. Can you guys,
Anyone else?
Can you guys help me out? Bill Weasley is who?
Okay.
Hux, the red-haired guy who
The
kind of like
First
Hitler.
Hux from the First Order. Yeah, I know
yeah.
who that is. I know who he is.
He reminds me of Hitler a lot.
Well, I mean, yeah, it's what I think.
He's-
That's
So let me who they played him.
he's
as
Star
his-
Wars Hitler.
and then he also played Peter Rabbit in the new CG movie.
He didn't play Peter Rabbit. He plays an actor in the Peter
James
Rabbit.
Corden plays Peter
Oh,
Rabbit.
okay.
Yeah, he voices over.
He voices for a real life.
No, Hux is the actor in the movie. I think he plays. I don't know if it's Mr. McGregor, but that's what I know who the character was in the books. He plays the person, and he doesn't like rabbits, but the girl that he likes loves rabbits, from what I can gather from the preview. And so,
are we like planning to go see this movie now?
I mean, we can.
Sure.
Yeah, sure.
Might as
Why
well.
not?
We got it documented.
Mm-hmm.
So
Like, you can
basically,
hook us
yeah, he
up?
plays the
Hook us up?
antagonist.
Discounts?
Oh yeah, sure.
Huh?
I said, Blake, can you hook us up with those
Oh yeah,
discounts?
Blake works at the movie theater, so
Oh
he
yeah,
knows all the new
Blake will
movies
get
that
us
are
all
coming
in for
out.
free.
Well, one of
Not
you.
for free.
No,
One of us for free.
No, we get the
buy
site.
one of us.
What if we advertise Malco for your thing, for your work, and
I
they
mean,
give us
anybody
free?
who lives in this area that's the only movie theater chain that's here. So.
Yeah.
Carmike.
Well,
Okay, who farted?
nobody goes to Carmike.
I didn't fart, Coleman.
Or no, the Malco.
It was
The
probably
mall
you, it was
one?
probably
It
you.
wasn't me.
Okay. Anyways, back to mature discussion, Coleman.
Oh yeah, mature nerd,
So,
gross, weird stuff discussion.
Next up, we have Labo.
Labo.
Nintendo Labo, yeah. Labo, I don't know how to say it.
So basically, we can put a picture of one of the models up. Basically, what it is, it's just like these cardboard
It just came out on Nintendo.
When were they announced?
Nintendo.
cardboard structures that you make.
Thursday?
Yeah, you just make these.
Like,
Actually,
there's
no,
a-
it was- I'll go check real quick.
There's a piano. There's a looks like a jet throttle.
Fishing thing.
There's a fishing rod.
So it's a motorcycle.
Yeah, there's
The
also
motorcycle.
a motorcycle as well.
Oh
There's
yeah.
a piano, a motorcycle, there's... Is that two different versions of like a
Oh,
little thing that runs around? Coleman.
sorry, I'm trying to find the way to get it out.
There's like
Fishing
RC
pole?
cars or something like that you can race.
This came out the 17th, so
Today's the 20th. That would have been Wednesday.
There's a
Wednesday.
fishing pole,
Alright.
and then there's the house. What's the house even for?
Oh, I don't know. That
That's
was kind of
probably.
weird.
I
They
don't
kinda
know.
showed
Actually,
that
wait.
one.
I think they had that one thing where you play the game in the house or something. I don't remember exactly what it was. Like you put the Joy-Con in there and it like goes.
And then there's like the Great Value Transformers version.
That looks
Upgrade-
cool.
upgrade
That looks like the
Transformers.
coolest thing there.
To
actually
build
you
up
can watch
that,
it right now.
that actually kind of reminds me of a possibility of VR for the Switch because you can kind of see
Oh,
he
dude,
has that
definitely.
head
Yeah.
thing.
It's got the
And
thing.
he's controlling the robot when
Oh,
it does.
all
with
you need
Joy-Con.
for
And
VR
there's
is
Sorry. Oh, it's okay. Go ahead.
all you need for VR for the Switch is this just big headset that you put the tablet into, and then you like the screen or the
Proper
Joy-Con.
way to do that.
Since the Joy-Cons have motion control, like and motion, I don't know if they have motion capture. I don't know, but yeah, it wouldn't be hard to do VR on the Switch.
But
Is
yeah,
that VR?
No, that's not.
He has something on his head.
it kind of looks like it.
It looks like it, but I don't think it is.
And they also have the hex bug thing, and it's not hex
Yeah, like
bug
the-
because it's not, but it's like you put your
Off-brain hex bug.
Joy-Cons on it and it like moves around. I don't know how that works. And then this thing
Oh yeah, that thing. That's
looks like Ant-Man.
yeah. A lot of
Ant-Man.
people are upset that this is not a big game or something because they were all like,
Meant for kids.
yeah, it is meant for kids. It's meant for children, and
Well, the
the
only
fact
reason
that we're
people are sorry, go ahead.
I don't know, just people getting mad over it. I think that they're unjustified in that just because it's mostly for kids, and the fact that it even looks cool to us mature adults and
Mature adults.
and anyone.
See the things on this table you're calling us mature adults.
Oh yeah, mature adults. Look at all this stuff.
Mature adults.
The
But,
Nintendo plushies and the Marvel action figures.
Oh, they got the, what was that?
I believe most of it is angled for little kids, but then there's like,
Bird. There's the bird and there's the
dude,
car.
guys,
the gun.
Nintendo is for kids.
well, yes, but
Well, it's not.
I'm
It's
saying,
not
like,
for kids. It's for all ages.
It's-
But
yeah,
it
it's-
has a different appeal to kids because it's something that's like different. Like most like grown up like adults, they like Xbox and PS4. It's all the same
Oh, yeah.
stuff. But
some
Nintendo,
people like us though just don't know about it.
Nintendo comes out with stuff like the Switch, which is something like different. and
Totally
cool.
new and original. It's not the same reproduction of a.
Oh yeah,
And
no,
that
not by any
appeals
means.
more to kids
There's a
because it
Xbox,
has like a
so.
gimmick to it, you know,
Mhm,
like a special
understand.
thing that it
Yeah.
has. And a lot of the reason people are mad is because they're waiting for Smash, they're waiting for Metroid Prime 4,
The
they're
big
waiting-
title games.
all the big stuff. They don't really care
Yeah,
about
they just
this, like,
don't-
new stuff. But like when you take a step back and look at it, it's really cool.
Oh yeah, it's great.
yeah, I believe most of it is angled for little kids, but like some of it is angled for not necessarily our age, but
Like
older.
10 plus.
Yeah, 10
Like,
plus, E10 plus. That's
Of
what
our
most
age
games
would be
are
like the shotgun or whatever that you saw in the trailer. Like,
maybe, or that may be just like some kind of duck hunt type thing.
That would be cool.
Yeah,
Like a duck hunt.
duck hunt like
Cardboard.
yeah, duck hunt cardboard.
I think
yeah.
I think of a lot of it like Google Cardboard. It's not VR, but it's like
Oh yeah, it's not VR by any means.
different like realm way of seeing things.
Mhm.
It's not quite Oculus. It's not quite PlayStation VR, but it's that cheap in between.
Oh yeah.
there's that. He
Uh,
puts it down over
cheap. It's $70 and $80 for both packs. I wouldn't call it cheap.
Well, it comes with a game. Games are typically $60 in and of themselves.
That's true,
So
but
you're basically just paying.
And they can also release different like not virtual console, but they can release expansion packs for it. You download a different portion of the game, and you can buy a separate cardboard box. You pay like $10 for the game, you download, and then you pay another $10 for the box.
that's true.
They could do that.
They probably will end up doing that. I am kind of scared that it will end up like a more expensive 1-2 switch because it's kind of the same gimmick,
I disagree.
but
1-2 Switch was
disappointing.
1-2 Switch was just a piece of crap. The whole concept of it's a game you can play without looking at the screen. That's not what video games are.
I understand, and I'm just saying the thing that I see wrong that may be wrong with Nintendo Labo, it's good for kids, but if they're gonna try to make it for the entire family, there's gonna be some people that are gonna get this, and they're gonna be all like, okay, there's a piano. They play all like 9 notes on it, and then they're all like, okay, now what?
'Cause
And
they
then
only
there's
have
nothing
9
on that game,
keys.
so they go to the next one, and then there's not much more to do on that game. The robot one, I don't know, if there's a story to that or anything, but that looks really cool because that's a whole pack on its own. So I assume they'll do something big with that.
I kind of see your point there.
No, yeah. It's not that I don't think it looks cool because I think it does, but it's just like after you played all the games, after a while, on the smaller ones, anyways. Excuse you, sir.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes. we need to all be polite, good children here. But yeah.
Yeah, I can kind of see how that gimmick can get old. Like from personal experience, that happens to me sometimes.
Oh,
I think
yeah.
with like 1-2 Switch.
Nintendo hasn't had much success with variety games. They have some great success with a focused game like Breath of the Wild
Odyssey.
and the Odyssey, but whenever it comes to things like 1-2 Switch, and
Yeah, they cannot focus on one
Yeah.
thing.
They
It's not
need-
directed.
They need something like
Yeah.
Wii Sports Resort. I love those games.
Oh, they need.
Oh yeah,
Those-
Wii
those
Sports.
two,
like,
you don't mess
title
with Wii
type.
Sports because those are like the best.
Their whole thing with the Switch is you can take these controllers off and hey, you and a friend can play. They need to make more games that
Appeal to that.
that's a central focus, like
Yeah,
Wii Sports,
and
like tennis or
It's
bowling.
kind of like the
They're
Nintendo
making-
Land gimmick. They're
Yeah,
making,
it's a lot like that.
They're making things. They're trying to be new. They're trying to be different, and that's fine. That's commendable. I think that's all right. But if it isn't broke, why try to fix it? Because Wii Sports is great how it is. I don't understand what's so different about that. Well, guys, if you think about it, back when we were like 7 or something, when
Yeah.
the Wii came out, that's when Wii Sports came out. What if the adults were looking at it how we are looking at like the Nintendo Labo, and they're all like, oh, well, this is just a bunch of different games. These get old quick. But us, we're just like, oh, these are great.
yeah.
So that may be what we're thinking.
Or think about it like the Nintendo Turtles.
Nintendo Turtles.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles they did for the Nick. Or like Teen Titans Go.
Yeah.
It's like we are used to the normal Teen Titans series character building, and then they changed it to totally something different
Yeah.
I
to
disagree.
fit a different demographic.
Nobody likes that show.
Well,
When you
not
had the
kids.
camera issue again.
Cameras suck.
That's why we had the backup one, Grant. It's all right.
But I think it's like the same thing. Teen Titans Go.
Mm-hmm.
Younger kids like that because it's funny. They don't really want the whole character-driven drama type story. They want funny interactive gimmicks.
It's
Is
something.
it recorded?
Yeah, it is.
Because that would suck if none of it wasn't recording.
It's recording.
It's recording. All I did was just. My dad told me if that happens that we just gotta change this thing. I changed it down to what it's supposed to change.
Wait, hold up.
Is this the best time to be playing this, Coleman?
This is Brain Age. Anytime is the right time to grow your brain. Y'all remember that game?
No, I never
Yes.
The floating head, you go around and answer math questions.
Got it stolen.
Oh.
Levi, why do you keep doing that?
Because I forgot about this.
Or I hope the Switch ends up having more. Like, I hope it ends up having more like virtual console type stuff too. But
Oh, dude, they are way overdue on Virtual Console. I don't know why that hasn't.
I'm ready to play Wii games, Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess.
You haven't even liked
Absolutely.
Skyward Sword though,
On
right?
the go, dude.
I didn't like Skyward Sword
Skyward
Skyward Sword.
for the reason that the motion controls were not that great.
Oh, the
dude,
motion
if they
controls
improve
were
them
fine.
on the Switch.
They were okay, but they were really buggy sometimes. You know, like you had to raise your sword to do stuff.
Yeah,
and
they
it would
fixed
be
them on the
like,
Switch.
you know, like I don't know.
Yeah,
On-
Link,
on
the way
Switch.
Link has it, he's just all like.
On the Switch, they would have perfected that to where it was.
Yeah, the Wiimote wasn't advanced enough to have that, and they tried it, and
It
it
didn't.
didn't work because it wasn't technologically advanced enough. But the Wiimotes,
The
I mean,
Joy-Cons.
oh my gosh, I'm tired.
You're not good at this,
The Joy-Cons, they do, like, in Skyrim, whenever I can lift it up, it'll block an attack, and I'll just twist it, and it'll bring my sword back
Oh yeah,
down.
and that's kind of what Arms did. Arms it's okay for a little bit.
It's a neat display of the technology, but it gets old very fast.
Oh yeah,
very
but
fast.
Arms it showed what they can do with motion controls and that they can actually
how
be better.
how precise they are.
Yeah, and that's fine. I think that's fine. But yeah, that's a lot of Nintendo Switch stuff.
Alright, I think
Wait, while we're on the topic of the Switch, though, why don't we, like, for people that are watching, they're thinking about getting one,
Still get one.
It's still a good game. It's still good. Those things, dude.
what games should they get?
Breath of the Wild.
Breath of the
Breath of the
Wild.
Wild instantly.
No contest. Get Odyssey. Odyssey's great.
Get Breath of the Wild. Don't get Odyssey till you beat Breath of the Wild. Focus on Breath of the Wild. I
didn't do that.
Do you have
I
200 hours on Breath of the Wild?
had many hours. It is a game that never gets old.
How many hours do you have on it?
I'm not sure. Over
He has like 200 or 300 now. Yeah.
I can check
It's
right
not, it's
now.
not 300.
I can check right now.
But that's a lot.
I
That's
think
still a
it's like,
lot of
it's like
hours.
260 or something.
No, I didn't do that. I beat the game, and I probably fought some Lionels.
Well,
after
keep in mind, it was the only game system I had, and it was the only game I had
Oh,
for
true.
several months.
True.
So.
I've been playing Breath of the Wild for over
But
a year.
man, that's a lot.
Where'd I go to find
That's a
that?
lot of hours.
If you like RPGs, Skyrim for Switch, I like it a lot. But yet again,
What about?
it's my favorite game of all time.
Skyrim is.
I have well over 1,000 hours on Skyrim.
Jeez.
Do you just want to skip over to upcoming Switch releases? Do you want to do the X-Men of the crap app thing?
We talk about crap app at the end.
Okay, so let's go ahead and go to upcoming Switch releases. Grant, you want to start that off?
Grant, you spent 41 days playing Skyrim.
41 days?
41 days, yes.
Yes.
If that's true, what you just said.
Yes.
We can check it right now.
I have many hours on the Switch, but most of my hours come from the Xbox One and the Xbox 360. But nothing transfers over.
Do those log hours too? We can actually find you on here.
Let's see, it's right there.
100 hours.
100 hours on the Switch. So
60 plus hours on
You?
Minecraft.
yeah, that's because of you guys.
On 105 hours on Breath of the Wild for Grant.
Freaking Minecraft.
Only 30 hours on Odyssey.
Oh, guys, I forgot we need a Minecraft sword right there in the middle.
Oh my gosh.
No, have it like propped up right here.
Oh,
poking
yeah,
out.
because Minecraft is the most important sword.
Okay, so on the upcoming Switch releases, Grant, do you want to take that away then?
Do we know?
Yeah, we know a few.
We're talking
So
about
pretty much
Direct.
everything that was on the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, pretty much.
Can we put that link in the
Hyrule
description?
Warriors on
Yeah.
the Switch.
Put that link in the description, Levi.
Just the
Nintendo Direct.
Nintendo Direct was kind of
Sure, yeah,
disappointing, to be honest.
The only game I'm excited for is Hyrule Warriors. Most people aren't, but I never had a Wii U. I didn't shop the money for one,
Me either.
and I always wanted to play Hyrule Warriors. And after I sold my 3DS, Hyrule Warriors came out for the DS. So I never got to play
New
it.
3DS.
New 3DS. So I never got to play it. So I'm kind of excited for that.
Yeah, I'm excited for that too. Same thing happened to me, except I didn't know it came out for the DS. I didn't keep up with it that much. I was like, well, I don't have a Wii U, I'll just give up.
Also, 3DS is dead.
Yeah.
It's on its way out.
They're trying.
They're
trying
switching
really
everything
hard.
over.
They're
switching everything
Oh
over.
yeah, they released a they are releasing, it may be released already, I don't know, I don't keep up with 3DS news, but they released some sort of Kirby game, I think, for it, and that's like the most recent, I saw an advertisement for it, surprisingly, like a week ago.
Like on TV?
No, on my phone while I was on the toilet. But
Thank you for that detail.
No, yeah, no problem.
What you doing on your phone on the
But
toilet?
yeah, it's just some kind of Kirby game. It'd probably be okay, I guess. But I mean, it's just the 3DS.
My problem with Kirby games is they've never had one that's just open world.
Yeah,
It's all been.
I know they have.
Crystal
You're
Shards was sort of a play at that.
right. You mean like a 3D one?
Yeah. And they
Now-
had Crystal Shards, and that was 3D.
That's okay, but that's also something that Kirby hasn't ever been, and they're trying to probably make him feel classic.
Yes.
I mean, they just achieved that with Mario.
Yeah.
With
Yeah,
Odyssey.
well, that
Odyssey
was-
was
they do that-
Mario 64 though.
Oh well, yeah, 64.
Yeah.
And Galaxy.
Mhm. And they
I forget about the Galaxy one.
Galaxies. That's my favorite game.
That's like the breath. That's not
It's
That's like
been
the
too long.
Skyward Sword of Mario games is Mario Galaxy.
I don't know. Skyward
You don't
Sword
think
isn't the best game, is it?
I
No.
think it's the best game.
Breath of the Wild.
Ocarina of
Dude,
Time.
Breath
is
of the
best
Wild.
Ocarina.
That's
okay.
the best fan game. Ocarina of Time is the best fan game.
It's like probably the most high rated.
Ocarina of Time is what got me into Zelda. When the 3DS first came out, I got one. I got the
Oh,
Legend of
dude,
Zelda
no.
before I even knew what it was.
What you always
Okay.
did was you always played as Link in Smash Bros. And you got really good with Link. And then you
Smash Bros. Melee, I could kick anybody's butt as Link. Not anybody's, not those
But
Japanese
yeah.
guys.
Oh, wow.
You can kick Arturo's butt.
Probably not.
It's like
Arturo's
a
But
Smash
so
Bros.
so as I was saying before Levi politely interrupted me.
Oh, yeah.
So when the 3DS first came out, I got not Breath of the Wild, Ocarina of Time, and I didn't like it. I didn't know what Zelda was at the time, and then I went back and Levi actually bought it for me one time.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went back and played it, and I really liked it. That's what got me into Zelda. I got Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask.
Oh yeah. Then he just went on a Zelda spree. I think he got me a big Link doll for Christmas one time.
I thought he wanted it, but he did not.
I didn't
want it.
want the Link doll. It was okay though. It was a big nice gesture.
Yeah. So yeah,
Oh, if I still had him, I could have put him right there.
you could have, but you sold him.
Yeah. Sorry.
So yeah, that's why Zelda is probably one of my favorite game franchises, honestly.
There's
Oh,
just so
because
much
it's
to it.
great. It's great. Zelda is like I don't know. It's like what's a good word for it? It's such a magical world.
Expanding, and it's
Yeah,
easy to
it's
expand. You
expansive.
can add basically whatever you want to it, and if there's something wrong with the timeline, you can just say we created a new one.
Yeah.
We created
Yeah,
a
you
totally
see
new
the
one.
Zelda
The
timeline. It's like,
timeline is like pretty normal. I mean, it just splits.
I mean,
into
it's like
three.
far more. It's like a lot more complicated than the Back to the Future timeline, which is already weird enough.
Mhm.
And yeah, it's just because it branches off so many ways, and there's so many different realities, I guess, to that series.
And then we could possibly never know where Breath of the Wild fits in that.
Breath of the Wild, I think merges it. This is what I think. I think it merges it back together. I think Breath of the Wild, after the 3 separate timelines that we did, Breath of the Wild is there at the bottom, and somehow they have knowledge from each one of those different timelines.
But no,
And the
because
Hyrule in Breath of the Wild is just the Hyrule from all of those just blended together.
they're different Zeldas though. Zelda's not the same character.
Well, yeah, Zelda and Link are never the same. They're reborn. Like Zelda is
But
Zelda is the spirit of Hylia, I believe,
And
And
then
Link
Link
is-
Spirit of the Hero or something,
or
right?
something like that. And they're just reincarnated every time.
But they're not the same. It's not like like Skyward Sword Link is different from Ocarina of Time Link. So I don't know how that's gonna happen because
You mean
Skyward
the
Sword
Kid
Link,
Link or the adult Link?
Kid Link. I mean, and
Well, of
Ocarina
course
Time.
he's different than the Kid Link. He's
I know,
a
but
kid.
he's not gonna have knowledge from Skyward Sword.
That's
what I'm
because
saying.
the Zelda timeline is really weird, man. I'll put up a picture of it here
Yeah,
in a second.
that'd be a good idea.
Oh yeah, dude, it's so
It's in
complicated
that book
because
that I'll let you borrow.
like we don't know which game comes first. Well, I'm
We
sure.
didn't
We were talking about that
Switching.
earlier, yeah.
Wait, what?
Blake let me borrow a Link amiibo, and
No.
wait, I let him
not.
borrow my amiibo,
I still
and
have
he let me borrow
Alright.
his Hyrule Storybook.
All right,
And
so
Coleman doesn't want to ask for his amiibo back because he doesn't want to give back the book.
I haven't finished reading it back. I'm pretty sure.
Not really. I
You
don't know.
don't have to talk about it.
So.
We never actually
Everybody
talked
does.
about the direct, did we?
Yeah, we did.
yeah, we did. We said
We pretty much
well.
we
said
talked about
Hyrule
Hyrule Warriors.
So,
Dark Souls
You're the Dark Souls expert.
remastered, yeah.
Dark Souls sucks.
I'm not a Dark Souls expert. I barely even played it,
It's the worst.
Well,
and I played the second one, not
out
the
of,
first.
out of us, you are, but I don't think I'll get it because Skyrim, it's all the same to me. I'm not
Dark
gonna
Souls is way more punishing than Skyrim. And
Which is not good.
It's way different.
Because I get angry when I lose in video games. Very, very angry.
Dark
Do we
Souls
have-
has checkpoints.
Do we have footage
Skyrim has
of
saving.
Blake
quick
playing video
saving.
games? Do we
Quick
have footage?
skip.
We don't have any
Quick
footage of
saving.
Blake like getting mad when he plays video games, but like it happens.
It does happen.
It happens.
We have footage of Grant playing video games.
We do.
Oh yeah.
Please do not edit that in.
We are, whether you like it or not.
Just to give you some background on the video they're going to edit in, I guess. I was parkouring in Mario Odyssey and I kept on dying, and it took me about an hour to get it right.
That was more like 2 hours.
Yeah, that's not the problem though. It's okay to mess up in Mario Odyssey. It's not okay that every time you die you go.
Listen. Okay, ready?
Yeah, there it
And when you
is.
slow it down, it sounds like Bowser.
Poor Grant.
Is there any other Tropical Freeze, which was a game on the Wii U, I believe? I'm not interested in it. It's a Donkey Kong game. It's nothing.
Oh, what about the Funky Kong?
Well, that should be okay.
I still won't get it.
Maybe we should try it out, just because.
Somebody buy it and then we all share it.
Okay.
Okay, sure. Why not?
So,
got the Switch.
unless there's anything else from the direct you guys want to mention, we can go ahead and go on to recently played games. We'll just kind of go on down the line.
Spider-Man thing.
We didn't make this list.
Oh, okay.
We'll
We
do
can
that
do it
next
now.
time.
We can-
We'll
we
do it
can-
next time.
We can do it now.
Next time.
Next time.
Okay, here's the idea. I want to tell them so they have something to look forward to.
Okay.
Alright,
What's that?
GoPro's down.
Oh dear. We don't have a backup camera now if that one stops.
That's the only one.
Let's just wrap this up as soon as possible.
Hold on.
It's a race against time now. Grant,
What do you...
be careful.
You're gonna not pull over a lamp or something we got set up here.
That's a charger that I'm grabbing for the ping.
You think it'll stretch that
It's
far?
disgusting. This coffee is really bad. Grant did an awful job.
Okay,
Thanks,
Coleman,
bud.
that camera's
I'm not
still on, so
kidding.
you can keep-
Oh, okay.
Onyx coffee is great.
So we're gonna have this hat, we're gonna have this container, we're gonna have actors of Spider-Man who play Spider-Man in there. They're gonna randomly draw one out, and we're gonna have to like make arguments off the top of our head why this person is the best Spider-Man, whether we think they're the best Spider-Man or not. You don't have to duck down, just walk in front of
I
us.
was gonna limbo. It was gonna be a lot of fun.
And so
I'll be
that's
back.
basically what we're gonna do today, but we forgot to write up strips, put the names in a bucket or something.
So, yeah, so we're gonna wrap this up here pretty quick because we're having some camera trouble.
Camera, dude.
Because our producer wasn't able to be here.
Yeah.
So
Maybe try.
recently played games. Levi doesn't really have any. Me, Coleman, and Grant do, I believe. So I'm gonna start off. I recently got a PS4, and I got Uncharted, the Uncharted collection, which is the first few Uncharted games. I beat the first one, and I'm about almost done with the second one.
What's Uncharted? Tell us what it's about.
Uncharted, it's about this guy.
There went the GoPro.
Did you just drop the GoPro?
No.
It's basically Legend.
Yes.
It's basically Legend of Zelda, but all the enemies are humans, and instead of a sword, you shoot people.
It's pretty fun. I played it. Nathan Drake kind of runs like a girl though.
Yeah, but it's a really fun game.
Is it still recording?
There's elements of
Set back up.
combat shooter skills. There's elements of puzzle solving, parkour type
Yeah,
stuff. It's really fun.
It's really. It's very old. It's kind of old though. So
Yeah,
like, that's not
Did it start on
recent news, but
PlayStation?
it's just something you
PlayStation 3.
It's not that old. 2013.
Early 2000s.
That's about
What, early 2000s PS3?
PS4 came out in like 2012.
What do we want, PS5?
PS4 Pro
Oh.
is the most recent one.
I
But
don't
what was I saying?
something about Uncharted.
Hey, we just got a first sponsor.
What?
Yeah. Joey Watson. He said he'd give us money.
Dude, that's awesome.
Okay.
Really?
What's that? Okay.
Go
I
ahead,
told
Blake,
you
go
we'd
ahead,
get
Blake.
sponsors.
Go ahead,
Blake.
Blake, go ahead.
Blake was all like, "You'll never get sponsors."
I did not say that. I
yeah,
said
you did. You were all like,
There-
"Oh, we're not gonna get sponsors."
Okay, shut up.
Okay.
So when they were talking about sponsorships and like putting ads and crap, and I was like, you guys realize that at first we're not gonna have sponsors.
First
That's what I
episode,
said.
just started filming today.
Anyways, Uncharted. It's just like a movie. It feels like a really long movie, but I highly recommend it if you have PlayStation because it is a PlayStation exclusive. So Coleman.
Alright, the game we've been playing recently that I'm really, really obsessed about is called Cave Story. It's made by a company called Nicalis. I think that's how you say it. And it's basically a 2D platformer where you're this robot named Quote, and you fall in this Migma village, which is like a rabbit-looking thing. And basically there's this evil doctor, and you gotta go try to destroy the doctor and all his plans. And there's this thing called the red flower, and when the Migma rabbit people eat it, they turn rabid, and so the doctor's like, hey, all these people are gonna eat it, and then I'm gonna become super ultra lord.
Sounds like freaking Sonic.
It's a lot-ish like Sonic.
A lot-ish like Sonic, okay.
But you collect different guns, and it's still a really good game. And the thing is, there's alternate story paths you can take. You can have like a good story ending, or you can have like the heroic story ending, or you can have the leave everybody on the island behind ending. And it's just pretty good. And 2-player functionality is really great too, because the way it's set up is you have the main character, and when you plug in another set of Joy-Con, if you're playing it on the Switch, then you get everything the other character has, so you don't start from floor 1. You don't have to collect all the items. All you have to do is basically collect your experience, which helps level up your weapons.
Is this a 2D game?
Yes, it's 2D. It's not 3D. It's
That's
platforming.
That's what I thought, yeah. Oh, that's neat.
How much is it again? Is it like $5?
It's $30 on Switch. On $5.
You weren't even in the ballpark, man.
It's a bigger game than what it sounds. It has multiple levels on it.
I must have seen it on sale or something.
I thought it was 15.
It started out on like an old Windows PC type thing, and then they put it on the DSi store, like on this one. And then I bought it there for the first time. That's how I first found out about it. And then they released it on Steam, the Cave Story Plus, and then they released it Cave Story Plus for the Switch. And I bought
Cave
it
Story
on
is your
download.
Skyrim.
Essentially.
So
I know
you
all
bought
the
on every
loopholes, I know all the
platform you've
strategies.
owned that it came out on.
Basically, except for Steam. I don't PC game anymore.
I don't have a PC to PC game on.
I got a Mac.
Well, you know, I
I've
don't...
got a Mac, but you can't download crap on that.
As was stated earlier, I haven't been playing anything really. I've been playing the SNES Mini, which I might talk about for a second. But I might get that, honestly, because I don't have anything else to play. I beat Odyssey, I beat Breath of the Wild. I mean, I assume I could look for shrines and get more moons, but I don't know. I just...
There's not a whole lot of motivation.
Oh yeah, not anymore really. If they would
Hard
release
mode.
some more DLC
Hard
for
mode.
Odyssey,
Yeah,
maybe I would play it again.
Isle Delfino.
Well, that a direct.
Yeah, if they put Idle Delfino in
Wait,
Odyssey,
wait.
I
So
would
you're
go
saying
right back to it.
saying Balloon World is not good DLC?
That is okay.
It's free DLC.
Okay, if you
It's
want to
free
get me
DLC.
mad, talk about Luigi's Balloon World because everybody wanted Luigi to be playable. We didn't want Luigi freaking.
It's dumb.
I'm just getting sad.
It's just dumb.
I'm just getting sad now.
So,
You hide balloons in worlds you've already explored. I don't want that.
it's dumb. It's dumb.
Yeah, so we got first sponsor. He said send him a link of anything that we'll need, and he said not like the link from Zelda. He had to clarify that.
Oh,
Because he knew that we would do that.
I love this dude.
Okay, so,
Thank you to our sponsor. Can we
mention his, this is Joey Watson.
Yeah.
His Instagram is Joey the Redhead or something. If you want to follow him, he's a pretty cool guy.
Oh yeah, dude. He sponsored us, and
He
he
hasn't
even seen our podcast yet, which is great. That's great. It makes me.
Ask him to tell you some jokes.
Yeah, he knows some pretty good jokes.
He knows some jokes.
Especially the deer joke. Tell him to tell you the deer joke.
Oh, that's a long story.
It's a long story. We don't have time for it.
alright.
All right, wait.
Grant, you want to take about your recently played?
My recently played games. I'm doing
Don't talk about
another
Skyrim.
run through of Skyrim.
Another one?
Another one. I've had probably about 20 run throughs
Oh
of
my
Skyrim.
gosh.
If I'm being
20?
honest.
Because you had that werewolf one, I remember that.
Yeah, there's the werewolf, there's the pure mage, there's the, well, like pure magicka, which is you add nothing to health or stamina, you just go through with magic. It's very difficult. 10 out of 10 would recommend.
Okay.
There's the
This isn't
the
IGN.
DIY build where you have to make everything yourself, all your weapons and your armor and stuff.
Minecraft.
I'm pretty far on that one. I actually built my own house. It's
Wow, I didn't know you could do that.
yeah, this came out with a Hearthfire DLC. I'm not good with pronunciation, but yeah. Right now I'm doing a run through where I'm just doing survival mode. Well, not survival. Master mode. No, legendary. Legendary. That's it.
Master Mode Zelda.
Yeah, master mode is Zelda, but they do have a master mode. But legendary is even. It's very hard.
Well, that's
like-
neat.
whenever you start out, like the first room that you run into, people in there can kill you in 2 hits.
Rip.
And so that
Basically, the
if
whole
you've ever
game.
played Skyrim, you understand how different that is. And so I'm doing a spell sword because that's how all my characters usually end up anyway, unless they're a pure mage. But yeah, I've had probably well over 1,000 hours on Skyrim in total. It's
Currently, I've been playing.
So I think Grant recommends Skyrim.
I've been playing Tiny
Yeah,
Tower. for a
highly
total-
recommend Skyrim.
Tiny Tower of a total of 200,
Is that what that says?
Yes.
Or-
200 days.
Yeah, the
FYI.
card
You got that one though.
Been playing Tiny Tower for 200 days, y'all.
What is that?
Tiny Tower's a game, it's like
oh
an
my
app.
gosh, Tiny Tower.
Grant, you love Tiny Tower. Shut up.
Wait, so do you still have the GoPro?
Yeah, we-
going?
Yeah, the
We got-
GoPro's going and it's
Are we
on the
gonna-
charger, so it won't die.
Let's
The
wrap
mic
it up on
quality,
the GoPro.
yeah, the mic quality is actually going to be different on the GoPro than it would be on there, but I think it's fine. It's
Does
not
it?
gonna be
Whenever
bad.
it popped up that message, did it stop recording
Yes.
on the camera?
Yeah.
Okay.
By the way, if you didn't hear, I have well over 1,000 hours on Skyrim.
Shut up,
Not sure
Grant.
if you heard that part.
You
You might want to talk about Tiny Tower again. They probably missed that part.
They got on the GoPro.
Oh wait, yeah. It never stopped on the GoPro. I'm stupid.
It never stopped on the GoPro or the camera.
One more. We have
Well, it stopped on the camera once the card got full.
Well, yeah, the card just got full though.
If you like mobile games and you like getting angry at mobile games, there's a game called Getting Over It. I'll let Grant take it away. He loves this game.
Pretty much, you're climbing a mountain.
Can
Nothing-
you see? Can you see? Can you be seen?
Yeah, I can be seen. So.
Okay, we're good.
You're trying to get your way over this mountain, and you're a man inside of a pot.
You're stuck inside a pot. You don't have any legs.
You no legs. You're stuck inside of a pot. Interesting enough, it's full of water.
Interesting enough.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is full of water. If you like land really hard or something, or like slosh around a lot, you can see yourself, the water splashing
That's
up the
Joey.
side. But you have a hammer, and you gotta climb up this like almost impossible mountain with this hammer. It's probably the most aggravating game you will have ever seen.
Especially on the phone.
Yeah.
It's probably easier on the computer.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
He made it to be aggravating, the guy who made it. Yet again, he also, I believe he actually wanted to call it, like, sexy hiking or something like that. Or maybe it's another game that he got the inspiration from. The creator will actually talk to you while you play the game if you're playing with your sound on. And he'll encourage you. And he'll play music for you.
It's a little creepy, honestly.
Yeah.
So.
And he knows when you fall down. He's like, oh, better luck next time.
Hey, Grant, you got a lighter?
Yeah, not in here.
I think it's since that.
Well, you need a light, bro.
Go use the candle.
I don't want to burn down the house.
So, do we want to? Is that good or?
Yeah, that's probably enough. If you like rage quitting.
That's the game for you. Also, Dark Souls is the same way. If you want to rage quit, you might as well get Dark Souls.
Have you ever played Dark Souls, Coleman?
Yeah, Dark Souls is garbage, dude. I hate it.
But yeah, the game's called Getting Over It. It's $5 in the App Store. I don't
They
know if
have
you-
not sponsored us yet.
No, I don't.
Yeah.
Nobody knows about
We
us
are
yet.
we are prompting them to sponsor us, guys.
I don't know if it's on Google Play or not.
Google
for
Plus?
those of you Google.
Not
Google Plus.
Google
Google.
Plus.
Oh my goodness.
You can download it on PC.
PC.
Probably
Steam.
also $5. I haven't
Probably on
checked.
Steam.
Mhm. So yeah,
Usually
be
prices
sure to
don't
check it
go
out. It's a pretty fun game for what it's asking for.
It definitely achieves what it wanted to. Aggravation and a good game.
So we probably need to wrap this up.
Yeah.
Totally.
Next
This was
week-
fun.
Yeah.
This was great.
We thought about this challenge of doing. Everybody's got like mobile apps. Everybody's got mobile games, and those mobile games and mobile apps have ads, and it's always for some really stupid game that probably nobody's gonna play. So we created a challenge to where you have to play a mobile game app ad. That's
Like
right.
that
Like
is
the ad
advertised to
that
you.
plays a game, you have to click on it and download one, and we're all gonna talk about it, see which one was the best or the worst.
Oh, I
Or
see.
if it was as good as what the advertisement
Okay,
was.
so we just download cheap games and then get the app.
But it has to be from an ad.
Has to be from an ad. Yes.
Yeah.
You download
So,
the cheap games
like,
and then
get a
the app.
catch app. You know, ketchup app.
Ketchup, I know.
Ketchup.
It's an app developer.
Yeah, download one of their games. They have really good ads sometimes. Or play like get Angry Birds or something, you know.
Okay. Sure. That
So-
sounds like a good segment.
So yeah, that's a new segment that we're gonna do, and I think that's all that we have.
We also have an Instagram page. It's Yo-yos and Wackos.
Levi's gonna put the name up on the screen here.
And we also have a YouTube channel because that's probably what we're going to be
Oh
watching.
yeah. Well, I mean, they're
This is going to be watching it right now.
They're going to be watching it on YouTube. Yeah.
And we're gonna find some way to upload it to iTunes.
Yeah.
We are?
And,
That's not that cool.
and probably eventually we will have a Twitter account. I don't know.
We might even start live streaming if we can figure it out, because this
once
we
we
said-
have our tech guy, we could probably do that.
Oh yeah,
But
we
It's
can
not
totally do
rounded,
it when we have our
Trent.
tech guy. Guys, the purpose of this episode really is just testing the waters. We're testing everything out, making sure everything looks okay, that the lighting, how we're gonna do the lighting, and if you guys like this setup, make sure to leave a comment or something on this.
If you have suggestions, let
If
us
you have
know.
any suggestions on segments, let us know.
If you want to give us money,
Yeah, we like
Oh,
money.
if you want to give us money, that'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
We're not gonna ask you guys for money because we know that if anybody wants to sponsor us, they can
you can if you
they
want.
can do that. They can do that on their own. But that'll probably come more so when we are doing more things on like the the actual podcast itself, and not just these videos. But yeah,
It's not the same thing, isn't this the podcast?
this is a podcast, but it's gonna be on video on YouTube.
Oh, you mean like audio?
It's not audio. It's gonna be
Yeah,
just
I
videos.
get you.
but
I
yeah.
get you. Yeah.
All right, so I think that's all we have. So we don't know when we'll be filming an episode 2. It'll probably be
Probably like a month.
Well, no, maybe not a month, guys.
maybe in
Bi-weekly?
a couple
Whatever
weeks.
Grant's parents
Yeah,
wants us over.
Bi-weekly. We'll
Well,
probably do
guys,
it bi-weekly.
let's see what the reaction to this episode is really, and let's see
And
how.
keep in mind, this video quality is gonna get a lot better. With just because, like we said,
Because
we
Trent's
don't have,
not here.
we don't have our producer, so
I can't do that. I can't.
Yeah.
But yeah, our guy is kind of
tied
dug
up.
himself a hole, so.
All right, so
He's not dead.
he's not dead.
He's not dead, but he's close to
As
it.
far as
He's
we,
in the ground currently.
I'm Coleman.
I'm Levi.
I'm Grant.
I'm Blake.
This is Yo-yos and Wackos. Hope you enjoy it.
See ya.
Bye bye.
Deuces.
See you.
Cut.
We got another one.
Oh, that was
That
funny.
was great.